As I slipped my finger inside her hole, I could feel her getting wetter and wetter. Then she started going down on me. That's when I thought I should buy a new boat. What's the difference between a pickpocket and a peeping Tom? One snatches watches if doves have white babies and crows have black babies. What bird has no babies? Swallows. Mary had a little lamb. She also had a duck. Sometimes she put the two together to see if they would do anything. What's the difference between a cylinder and a piston? I never paid to have my mouth a cylinder. A lesbian vampire is eating her girlfriend out after she's finished. She says, same time next month. You remind me of my little toe. Sooner or later I'm gonna bang you on a table. Why did the witch go commando? To get a better grip on her broom. What's the difference between light and hard? I can fall asleep with a light on. Bob was mowing his yard when he saw his neighbor walking past with duct tape. Bob asked, "What you doing with that tape?" His neighbor replied, "I'm gonna catch some ducks," and continued onwards. Later, he returned with ducks wrapped in his tape. The next day, Bob sees his neighbor walking past with a monkey wrench. Bob asked, "What you doing with that monkey wrench?" He replies, "I'm gonna catch some monkeys," and continues onwards. Later, he returns with monkeys. The next day, Bob sees his neighbor walking past with some pussy willows. Bob says, "Wait, let me get my hat." A man and a woman who had never met before found themselves assigned to the same sleeping room on a transcontinental train. Though initially embarrassed and uneasy over sharing a room, they were both very tired and fell asleep quickly. Him in the upper bunk and her in the lower. At 1 a.m., the man leaned down and gently woke the woman, saying, "Ma'am, I'm sorry to bother you, but would you be willing to reach into the closet to get me a second blanket? I'm awfully cold." "I have a better idea," she replied. "Just for tonight, let's pretend we're married." "Wow, that's a great idea," he exclaimed. "Good," she replied. "Get your own fucking blanket." After a moment of silence, he farted. A nurse finds a rectal thermometer in her pocket and thinks, "Some asshole has my pen." Two old ladies are sitting at a bus stop smoking. It begins to rain, and one old lady pulls out a condom, stretches it out, snips the tip off, and puts it over her cigarette so she can smoke without her cigarette getting damp. The other old lady thinks it's a nifty trick and asks her what she put over her cigarette. The lady replies that it is a condom and that you can buy it at a pharmacy. The second old lady thanks her and makes a note to pick one up when she gets her prescription filled later that week. Sure enough, a few days later, she enters the pharmacy, goes up to the young man working the counter and says, "Young man, I would like to buy a condom, please." The young man is taken aback by her advanced age and replies, "Wow, good for you. No one has ever asked me for help with that before. What size do you need?" The old woman pauses, then replies, "I need one that will fit a camel." A guy traveling through a small town walks into the only bar. There's one other patron in the entire place. Already drunk, the drunk man stumbles over, wraps an arm around the traveler's shoulder and begins to talk. "Did you see that fence on your way in? I built that fence. Do they call me Fence Builder Johnson?" No. He downs a shot of whiskey. "Did you see that barn down the road? I built that barn. Do they call me Barn Raiser Johnson?" No. He downs another shot of whiskey. "Did you see those storefronts on the main road in town? I built those. Do they call me Storefront Johnson?" No. He downs demands yet another shot of whiskey, but you fuck one goat. What's the difference between a pregnant woman and a light bulb? You can unscrew a light bulb. Why is punctuation important? It marks the difference between helping your Uncle Jack off a horse and helping your Uncle Jack off a horse. Sex is like a misdemeanor. The more I miss it, demeanor I get. How can you tell which is the head nurse? She's the one with the dirty knees. Boy sees his mom and dad having sex. Dad says, we're making you a brother. Boy replies, do her doggy style, I'd rather have a puppy. A young woman buys a mirror at an antique shop from a gypsy and hangs it on her bathroom door. One evening, while getting undressed, she playfully says, mirror, mirror on my door, make my bus line 44. Instantly, there is a brilliant flash of light, and her breasts grow to enormous proportions. Excitedly, she runs to tell her husband what happened, and in minutes they both return. This time the husband crosses his fingers and says, mirror, mirror on the door, make my penis touch the floor. Again, there's a bright flash, and his legs fall off.